So here's how you identify bounce. If you were to hold the club straight up and down out in front of you, and you had a horizontal line, the angle between that horizontal line and the leading edge is roughly the degree of bounce. It's actually measured across from the leading edge down, but you can get roughly the same thing this way. So most of them will say on the club, like this is my 58 with 12 degrees of bounce. I've got my 54 that has 14 degrees. I've got a 64 that's got 7. It's not even legal anymore. But anyway, the club, having a variety of different bounce will help you with different shots, because the more bounce that you have, when you go to open the club face, it will tend to cause the leading edge to stick up above the ground. So if I was trying to hit a super flop shot on very tight grass, when I go to open the face, the leading edge is going to be up and I'm going to have a small margin of error. I might blade this shot. So it's good to have variety in your bounce, but it's also good to understand how we can adjust it. So this has, again, 12 degrees of bounce. The ways that I can increase the effective bounce are threefold. I can open the club face, I can lower the handle, or I can move the handle back. All three of those put more of this bounce side sticking on the ground, right? The opposite, I can close the club face, raise the handle, move the handle forward. Pretty much no bounce there, it's all gonna be dig. Now, what I mean by bounce and dig is basically when the club enters the ground or hits the ground, when the bounce edge or the back edge or the trailing edge of the club hits the ground, it will tend to kind of skip. It will slide along the ground, right? It's really easy to see out of bunkers, but it will basically slide like I hit just behind the ball and the club just slid along the ground. If the leading edge hits the ground, what will happen is it hits it and then it is kind of pushed straight down. So it goes like this. Doesn't really change that drastically, but so you can visualize it, it catches it and it digs down. So what'll happen is if I hit a little bit behind the ball with the leading edge exposed, it takes away a lot of the energy and slows down the club. So I'll try to hit about the same amount behind the club again, but this time with bounce, and you'll see that the club just slides. So a lot of these short game shots where we want to hit slightly behind the ground, or I talk about using the bounce, we have to make sure that we've either got the handle vertical, the club face open, something to expose bounce so that the club doesn't dig.